is an audiobook of Interchange English, Grammar and Composition of Class 9. Chapter 8, Reported Speech, page number 89. Read the following sentences. I will meet you next week. Okay, sure. Yesterday, I talked to Suman and he said that he would meet me the following week. Rasmita said that the teacher was strict. The teacher is strict. I live in a flat. She said she lived in a flat. I want to move to Kaski. He said he wanted to move to Kaski. Direct speech is the exact word someone said. We use quotation marks in direct speech. Direct speech is also called quoted speech. He said, comma, and quote, I write a letter, quote close, and full stop. Reported speech is the exact meaning of what someone said, but not the exact words. We do not use quotation marks in reported speech. Reported speech is also called indirect speech. He said, in the bracket, that he wrote a letter. We use say in direct speech. We also use say in reported speech when say is not followed by the person the words were spoken to. We use tell in reported speech when tell is followed by the person the words were spoken to. Direct speech. He said to me, quote, I will do it. In direct speech, he told me in the bracket that he would do it. Direct speech, she said, unquote, I did that work. In direct speech, she said that she had done that work. Look at some more sentences. Direct speech, he said, unquote, I am cooking rice now. And indirect speech is, he said that he was cooking rice then. She said, unquote, I brought a bag yesterday. In direct speech, she said that she had brought a bag the previous day. Direct speech, he said to me, I have invited her. I have invited her is in the quotation. And indirect speech is, he told me that he had invited her. Note, after the reporting verbs said and told, that may be omitted. When we examine the above sentences, we notice three types of changes: change of pronouns, change of adverbs of time and place, and change of tenses. Punctuation in direct speech. The words that are actually spoken should be enclosed in inverted commas. He is very clever, comma, you know. This is all enclosed in inverted commas. In British English, the usual style is to use single inverted commas. So within the single inverted comma, here it is written, he is very clever, comma, you know. Put the speaker's word in quotation marks and capitalize the first word of the direct speech. For example, she said, comma, double quotation, my uncle was in Shanghai last year. He asked me, comma, quotation, do you know her? Use a comma after the introductory clause, outside the quotation marks. He said, comma, quotation, she isn't at home now. She said, comma, I was in New Delhi last month. If the direct speech is at the beginning of the sentence, put the comma before the quotation mark. Don't use a full stop here. For example, quotation, she isn't at home now, quotation close, comma, he said, full stop. Don't use a comma after direct speech if the direct speech ends with a question mark or exclamation mark. Quotation, do you know her? Question mark, quotation close, he asked me. full stop. Another example, quotation, great! Exclamation, quotation close, she said, full stop. Change of pronouns. A. Pronouns of the first person change as the subject of the reporting verb. B. Pronouns of the second person change as the object of the reporting verb. C. Pronouns of the third person remain unchanged. For example, he said, comma, quotation, I can give my pen, quotation close, full stop. He said that he could give his pen. Now another example, she said to me, comma, quotation, you have prepared tea. She told me that I had prepared tea. Another example, he said to me, comma, quotation, she is working in the field. He told me that she was working in the field. Now here we have a table of direct speech and indirect speech. So first I will say direct speech, and then followed to that I will say the indirect speech. For example, the direct speech is now and the indirect speech is then. Ago is a direct speech and before is indirect speech. Today, direct. That day is indirect. Tonight, direct. That night, indirect. Yesterday, direct. The day before or the previous day, indirect. Here, direct. There, indirect. Tomorrow is direct. The next day or the following day is indirect. Next, direct. The next or the following is indirect. This in time of expressions is direct. That is indirect. This or these adjectives, direct. The is indirect. This or these in pronouns is direct. It, they or them is indirect. He said, I've come here. Direct. He said that he had come here. Indirect. She said, I like this book very much. Direct. She said that she liked the book very much. Indirect. He said to me, I don't want to do it now. Direct. Indirect, in indirect, he told me that he didn't want to do it then. She said to me, I am going to Pokhara tomorrow. Direct speech. She told me that she was going to Pokhara the next day. Indirect speech. Now change of tenses. The reporting verb said, told, asked is in the past tense. The tenses in the reported speech are changed into corresponding past tense as given below. So first I will say direct speech, and then second I will say indirect speech. Simple present, simple past. Work, works. In indirect it's worked. Now present continuous is am, is, are working, and past continuous is was or were working. Present perfect has or have worked. Past perfect had worked. Present perfect continuous has or have been working. Past perfect continuous had been working. Simple past worked. Past perfect had worked. Past continuous was or were working. Past perfect continuous had been working. Will work, would work, can work, could work, may work, might work, is or am or are going to work, was or were going to work. Shall, predictions, would. So in indirect it's would. Shall, offers or suggestions in direct would be should in indirect. Would or should or could or might or had better or ought to or used to. There's no change in indirect speech for that. Now here are some examples. She said, I will do it. She said that she would do it. He said to me, I brought a book. He told me that he had brought a book. He said, I can write a story. He said in the bracket that he could write a story. She said, I shall buy a bag. She said that she would buy a bag. He said to me, shall I switch on the fan? He asked me if he should switch on the fan. Meena said, I could prepare meat. Meena said that she could prepare meat. Notes. We always keep the same tense of the verb in indirect speech when A. The statement is a general truth, proverb, or habitual action. Direct. He said, man is mortal. Indirect. He said that man is mortal. Direct. He said the earth is round. Indirect. He said that the earth is round. Now B, the reporting verb is in the simple present, present perfect, or simple future. Direct. He says, I am ill. Indirect. He says that he is ill. Direct. She has said, I will invite you. Indirect. She has said that she will invite me. Direct. I will say, I am going to market. Indirect. I will say that he is going to market. Reporting statements. A direct statement is turned into indirect speech in this way. A. Reporting verb is usually changed into told if it is followed by an object. If there is no object, it is left unchanged. Example, they said they can climb Everest. They said that they could climb Everest. She said to me, I am very busy today. She told me that she was very busy that day. B. That can be placed before the indirect speech, but in common speech it is very often left out. For example, he said, I'm going home. He said that he was going home. Reporting questions. He said to me, who are you? He asked me who I was. A. When we report a question, we replace the question form of the sentence with the statement form, how were you, how I had been, and the question mark with the full stop. Example, she said to me, whom did you meet? She asked me whom I had met. B. When a WH question or information question is reported, the WH question or question word is repeated. She said to me, when are you going to leave for India? She asked me when I was going to leave for India. C. When a yes or no question is reported, whether or if is used. He said to me, have you completed the file? He asked me if I had completed the file. Another example, she said, do you write a letter? She asked if or whether I wrote a letter. D. If the reporting verb is said, it must be changed to a verb of inquiry. Example, asked, inquired, wondered, wanted to know, etc. Rita said to me, how much did you give him? Rita wanted to know how much I had given him. Reporting commands, requests, advice, or imperative sentences. A. Indirect commands, requests, advice are usually expressed by a verb of command, request, advice plus object plus to infinitive. B. The common reporting verbs are advised, asked, told, begged, commanded, forbade, ordered, invited, urged, warned, etc. He said to me, close the door. He ordered me to close the door. Father said to me, don't shout. Father told me not to shout. Or, Father forbade me to shout. Nita said to him, please give me your pen. Nita requested him to give her his pen. She said, let's dance in the party. She suggested dancing in the party. Or, she suggested that we or they should dance in the party. Reporting wishes or desires. Number A. A sentence expressing a wish or desire is changed into a statement. B. Reporting verb is changed into wished, prayed, blessed, cursed, depending upon the sense of the sentence. C. The connective that has to be supplied in the indirect form. She said to me, "May God guide me." She wished that God might guide her. He said to me, "May you be happy." He wished that he might be happy. Reporting exclamations. A. Exclamations usually become statements in indirect speech and exclamation mark is replaced by the full stop. B. Exclamations or greetings like hello, oh, alas, heavens, oh my God, and good gracious are omitted and their meaning is expressed in some other way. C. Reporting verb change into exclamation. I'll repeat. C. Reporting verb change into again. I'm sorry. I'll repeat that again. C. Reporting verb change into exclaimed with joy, sorrow, regret, applause, surprise, contempt, etc., depending upon the sense of the reporting speech. D. The connective that has to be supplied in the indirect sentence. The boy said, "Alas, I have not succeeded." The boy exclaimed with sorrow that he had not succeeded. The man said, "Hooray, my brother has come." The man exclaimed with joy that he had come. He said, "What a lovely place." He exclaimed with admiration that it was a very lovely place. He said, "How clean the house is." He exclaimed that the house was very clean. Introductory verbs. Introductory verb agree plus to infinitive, direct speech, "Yes, I will give you a lift," and reported speech, "She agreed to give me a lift." Offer. Direct speech, "Shall I carry the boxes?" Reported, "He offered to carry the boxes." Promise. "I promise I'll help you." Indirect, reported, "He promised to help me." Refuse. "No, I won't buy you a car." Reported, "She refused to buy me a car." Threaten. "Stop talking or I'll send you out." Reported speech, "He threatened to send me out if I did not stop talking." Advice plus SB plus to infinitive. "You should see a doctor." He advised me to see a doctor. Ask. "Could you do something for me?" She asked me to do something for her. Beg. "Please, please call the police." She begged me to call the police. Command. "Drop your weapons." He commanded them to drop their weapons. Invite. "Will you come to my party?" She invited me to go to her party. Order. "Get out of the house." She ordered me to get out of the house. Remind. "Don't forget to write to Paul." She reminded me to write to Paul. Warn. "Don't go near the oven." She warned me not to go near the oven. I'll repeat that. She warned me not to go near the oven. Admit to plus gerund. Pardon me if my pronunciation is not right. Gerund or gerund. Accuse SB or admit to plus gerund or gerund. Yes, I stole the plans. He admitted to stealing or having stolen the plans. Accuse SB of. I think SB is somebody. You lied to me. She accused me of lying or having lied to her. Apologies for. I'm sorry I shouted at you. He apologized for shouting or having shouted at me. Boast about or of complain to somebody. My mistake. Boast about or boast of. I'm the cleverest of all. He boasted of about being the cleverest of all. Complain to somebody of deny. I have a headache. She complained to me of having a headache. Sorry, I'll repeat that. I think complain to somebody of. That's about it. Deny is the next point. So complain to somebody of. I have a headache. She complained to me of having a headache. Now deny. I didn't take your bag. He denied taking or having taken my bag. Sorry. Insist on, suggest. You must do your work. She insisted on me or on my doing my work. Let's visit Jane. She suggested visiting Jane. Complain plus that. You're always late. She complained that I was always late. Deny. I didn't take the money. She denied that she had taken the money. Explain. It's a difficult situation. He explained that it was a difficult situation. Exclaim or remark. What a beautiful baby he is. She exclaimed or remarked that he was a beautiful baby. Promise. I promise I'll call you. There is nothing for that for reported speech. And the next point is suggest. You'd better go home. He suggested that I should go home. Note. Admit, advise, boast, insist, threaten, warn, remind can also be followed by a that clause in reported speech. Now we have reached the exercise point. Show what you know, page number 96. Number A, change the following into indirect speech. Number 1, he said I can speak English. They said Ramesh was working in the office. You said you will do it today. Amit said, I want a bag. She says, I am doing that. He said, the earth moves around the sun. She said, I have invited you. He said, I shall meet you tomorrow. Ravi said, Nisa is dancing. Prakash said, there is no ink in pen. They said, we want to do it. She said, you are dull and lazy. He said to me, I do not think I can help you. Rajan said, this is the pen I like. Number 15, the servant says, tea is ready. Number B, change the following into indirect speech. And here are 15 sentences. Number 1, she said to me, do you live here? He said to me, when will you return? Seema said to me, what time is it now? He said to me, did you bring your bag yesterday? Neelu said, what will you prefer for dinner? He said to me, where are you going? She said to me, can you come tomorrow? Nita said to Milan, when are you going to leave for India? She said to me, have you seen Anita? She said to me, where does he live? He said to me, who gave you this pen? She said to me, are you quite well now? He said to me, will you come to see me tomorrow? I said to her, who are you? 15 number, how did you pass the exam? Asked the boy. Number C, change the following into indirect speech. And we again have 15 questions. She said, switch off the fan. He said to me, don't utter a word. Ravi said to me, tell me the truth. They said, don't bring anything. She said to me, go and see for yourself. The officer said, soldiers, march forward. Suresh said to Bishal, do not pluck the flowers. The police officer said to me, go away from this place. The teacher said to us, work hard to pass the test. The doctor said to me, take this medicine once a day. He said to me, work regularly. She said to me, lend me your book, please. The principal said to us, do not stand here. She said to me, do as I tell you. Number 15, he said to me, let me do my work. D. Change the following sentences into indirect speech. Number 1, he said, what a charming scenery! Exclamation. She said, what a fool Aaron is! Exclamation. 3. He said, "Hello!" exclamation. "How are you?" question mark. Number 4. The teacher said to me, "Bravo!" exclamation. "You have done well." Full stop. Number 5. He said, "May God help you!" exclamation. 6. She said, "Hooray!" exclamation. "My father has come." Full stop. 7. Unquote, "How stupid I have been!" exclamation. Said the girl. Full stop. 8. She said to him, comma, unquote, "May you die soon!" exclamation. And quote close. 9. He said, "God save you!" exclamation. She said, "May you succeed!" exclamation. Number E. Change the following into direct speech. Number 1. Rina told her that she was thirsty. Geeta told me that I had not done my work. Dinesh says that he will go to school. Pawan said that we are all mortals. He said that he might come. He asked me whether I played cricket. He asked me when I would return. I requested him to give me his pen. My father told him not to do that again. He prayed that I might live long. He exclaimed in wonder that it was a very nice bird. She exclaimed that the room was very dirty. He prayed that his soul might rest in peace. My father forbade me to run in the sun. F. Choose the best response to complete each sentence. 1. My uncle is going to cook lunch for us. She told me that her uncle, fill in the blank, lunch for us. Options are was cooking, would cook, was going to cook. Number 2, I loved him very much. My sister told me that she, fill in the blank, him very much. Had love, loved, would love. Number 3, Rupesh is learning Chinese. She told me that Rupesh, fill in the blank, Chinese, would learn, is learning, was learning. Number 4, I've been to Mahendranagar. My friend told me that he, fill in the blank, to Mahendranagar. Been, had been, was. Number 5, I'll talk to the manager about this. The PN said that he, fill in the blank, to the manager about it. Would talk, will talk, talked. Number 6, tell me your name. She asked me, fill in the blank, her name. Tell, to tell, told. 7. I run a successful design studio. Pukar told the man that he, fill in the blank, a successful design studio. Running, was running, ran. I am a good singer. He told me that he, fill in the blank, a good singer. Is, was, will be. I have been to Lumbini. He says that he, fill in the blank, to Lumbini. Had been, has been, have been. I am writing an email to my uncle. He told me that he, fill in the blank, an email to his uncle. Is writing, was writing, writes. Number G, put into reported speech. Number 1, Neeta, don't forget to bring the book tomorrow. The teacher told Neeta, fill in the blank, full stop. Number 2, tell us what happened yesterday. The police ordered me, fill in the blank. 3, you should check your money, Rohan. Mother advised, fill in the blank. 4, don't turn right here, young boy. The principal warned, fill in the blank. Number 5, stop smoking right now. The doctor advised me, fill in the blank. Number 6, Pramesh, wash your hands when you come in. That dad told, fill in the blank. 7, fill in this form right now. The manager asked me, fill in the blank. 8, tell me the whole story, please. The reporter asked the man, fill in the blank. 9, Rashmi read to us what you have written. The teacher told, fill in the blank. Number 10, bring these papers to our meeting next Sunday. Umesh asked Amit, fill in the blank. Number H, Change the following sentences into indirect speech. Number 1, he said, unquote, how sad she is, exclamation. Number 2, he said, unquote, alas, exclamation, I'm ruined, full stop. Number 3, he said, unquote, I am hard up these days, full stop. Number 4, he said, where is your mother, question mark. Number 5, the teacher said to the boys, work hard, full stop. 6, she said to me, are you planting potatoes, question mark. 7, he said to me, did you go there yesterday, question mark. 8, she said to me, do not smoke, full stop. 9, Kamal said to me, do you feel better today, question mark. Number 10, she said, he is a rich man, full stop. Number I, Ronikar had a row with his girlfriend, Julissa. His friend Shishir tried to help them get back together and talked to Julissa for Ronikar. Shishir, Julissa, Ronikar asked me to talk to you. Julissa says, I don't want to speak to him. Shishir, look Julissa, Ronikar's really upset. Julissa, I'm upset too. Shishir, will you just let me tell you his side of the story? Julissa, I'm not interested. He promised to meet me at the restaurant, but he didn't turn up. I don't want to see him again. Shishir, but Julissa, his bike had broken down. Julissa, so I had my mobile with me. Shishir, but that's the point. He tried to phone, but he couldn't get through. Julissa, I don't believe he tried. Shishir, yes, he did. His mobile was not working, so he came to my house and tried on my phone. Do you believe me? Julissa, okay, I'll talk to him. Listen, I'm going to be late for college. I'll meet him at 6 o'clock at the crossroad. Shishir, thanks, Julissa. He'll be really happy, and I promise he'll be there. Now, complete the conversation Shishir had later with Ronikar. Ronikar, what did Julissa say? What did Julissa say? Shishir, she said she fill in the blank. Ronikar, well, what did she say when you told her I was really upset? Shishir, she said she fill in the blanks too. So I asked her to let me tell her your side of the story, full stop. She said she fill in the blank, you fill in the blank to meet her at the restaurant, comma, but you fill in the blank, she said she fill in the blank again. Ronikar, did you explain about the bike? Shishir, yes, and she said she fill in the blank her mobile with her. So I explained you couldn't get through, but she said she fill in the blank, you fill in the blank. Then I told her you fill in the blank to my house and fill in the blank on my phone. I asked her fill in the blank me. I think she did. Anyway, she said she fill in the blank to you. Then she said she fill in the blank late for college, so we had to finish. You have to meet her at the crossroad at 6 o'clock. Ronikar, thanks Shishir. I really appreciate what you've done for me. Shishir, that's all right. Just don't be late this evening. J number. Read the conversation and complete the text. Use reported speech. Ali, what are you doing this summer? Dolma, I'm going to Mumbai. If we have time, we'll travel to New Delhi as well. Ali, I've invited my British pen friend Anna to stay with my family. She'll be with us for about 2 weeks. Dolma, Anna sounds nice. I want to meet her. Ali, I've made some plan for her visit already. You can come with us. Now you have to complete the text here. Dolma said that she was going to Mumbai that summer. She said if her family fill in the blank time, comma, they fill in the blank to New Delhi as well. Ali told Dolma that he fill in the blanks his British pen friend Anna to stay with his family. Ali said that Anna fill in the blank with them for about 2 weeks. Dolma said that Anna fill in the blank nice. She said that she fill in the blank to meet her. Ali said that he fill in the blank some plans for Anna's visit already. He said that Dolma fill in the blank come with them, exclamation. Now we have reached to page number 102 for grammar quiz. Here you have to write your name and date, and once you are done with the exercise, the quiz, your teacher will give you the score. If you get the score from 16 to 18, you're excellent. If your score is 12 to 15, it's good. If your score is 10 or less, you have to study more. Okay? Choose and tick the best answer to test your knowledge of reported speech. Number 1. Priyanka said to her friend, comma, unquote, fill in the blank, question mark. She replied that she was from Dareldura. Where she is from. Where she was from. Where are you from? Number 2. Shivani said that she, fill in the blank, Pokhara, has visited, had visited, was visited. Number 3. He said that, fill in the blank, he has finished homework. He had finished homework. He finishes homework. Number 4. The teacher asked, comma, unquote, fill in the blank, question mark, and I answered that I was 16. How old are you? How old am I? How old you are? Number 5. The teacher asked us, fill in the blank, what we want. What we wanted. What did we want? Number 6. I replied that I came from Gulmi when she said to me, comma, unquote, fill in the blanks, question mark. Where you come from? Where do you come from? Where do I come from? Number 7. My father told me that, fill in the blank, water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. Water has frozen at 0 degrees Celsius. Water froze at 0 degrees Celsius. 8 number. He asked me, fill in the blanks, if I had finished, if I have finished, if I finish. 9. Santa has said she, fill in the blank, her work. Do, does, did. Number 10. Niran asked me, fill in the blank, the class. If I started, that I have started, to have started. Number 11. Sushila said that she, fill in the blank, to be a nurse. Want, wants, wanted. Number 12. Kumar asked me, fill in the blank, some tea. If I had, to have, he has. Number 13. I asked her where, fill in the blank. She is from, was she from, she was from. Number 14. The teacher said to me, comma, unquote, the earth, fill in the blank, the sun, full stop, moves round, moved round is moved round. Number 15. Poonam asked me why, fill in the blank. Was I late? Was she late? I was late. Number 16. Suresh said to his wife, comma, unquote, fill in the blank is the direct speech of, comma, unquote, he would follow what he said, quote, close. You will follow what I say, I will follow what you say, she will follow what I say. Number 17. Shizana advised me, fill in the blank, don't be rude, not to be rude, to be not rude. Number 18. He asked me, fill in the blank, if I needed money, do you need money, if she needs money. With this, we have come to the end of chapter 8. Now we'll meet you for chapter 9.